Hi, it's Nørgaard. So today I'm doing a new comparison video. We are checking out two dupes for the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base, I believe it's called. That one is like a 2-in-1. It's a moisturizer for your face and a primer in one product. It is very popular. I have wanted to try it, but it's just really expensive. But recently both Primark and Technic came out with their own dupes for that product. So the Primark one is called PS Prep and Perfect Vitamin Enriched Moisturizing Primer, so very close to the Bobbi Brown name. And the Technic one is called the Multi-Base Moisturizing Primer. So I picked both up and today we are going to see which one is the better dupe. So I'm going to apply both of these and we're going to see how they compare. But first I want to tell you guys a little bit about the products. So this one I got for €5 at Primark. The downside to Primark is that you can only get it in store, and if you do not live near a Primark, then you're just out of luck. But it was only €5, which is very affordable, especially for such a big tube. You get, let me see how much product you get. You get 45 ml. Over here with the Technic, you get only 15 ml. You can see it's much smaller than the Primark one. And this one retails for £7 on Technic's website. So the Technic one is more expensive and you only get a third of what you get in the Primark primer. And both of these claim to be moisturizing, but I don't know if the Technic one actually has a bunch of like vitamins in it. It just says it's a moisturizing primer. The Primark one says it has vitamin E, vitamin C, niacinamide, shea butter, oat oil. So it has a bunch of stuff in it. I will list it here on the screen if I find out if the Technic one actually contains like any vitamins. It doesn't claim to on the packaging. But it is a dupe for the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched base, so I would kind of assume it would have to, but I don't know. I will leave it on the screen if it does or if it does not. But so far I do prefer the Primark since it's bigger, it's cheaper, and it actually contains like skincare ingredients. But we are going to do the demo, so let's just see how they actually work. So yeah, don't forget to thumbs up the video if you enjoy it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and now without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so my skin is not in the best shape. I have a massive pimple right underneath my nostril. I'm going to cover it up, okay? Just need to show you guys these bases first. So here we have the two bases. So I'm going to use Primark on my right side and Technic on my left side. So it has a nice yellow creamy look to it. And it has a very faint smell. So it's definitely thick. Wow, it's a lot thicker than I thought it was going to be. It's like a cream, but it's very thick. But it blends in rather easily. From how thick it was when I first dabbed it on my skin, I thought it would be harder to blend. And it does actually also kind of dry down. My face is not feeling slippery at all. Okay, now let's try Technic. Woo. This one has no scent. And as you can see, it's much more white. This one is also super thick. You can see how thick it is. But this one again, it kind of blends in like smoother than I would think from how thick it is. But I still would say that this one feels thicker. It's not blending as easily as the Primark. And this one definitely also like dries down. So I'm applying a little bit of a BB cream on top of these bases. So let's see how a coverage product applies on top. On the Technic side, it's looking beautiful, like really good. This BB cream is going on super evenly. And no patchiness, no nothing. No enlarged pores. And on the Primark side, it's also going on rather beautifully. I feel like the Primark side is a bit more tacky. I can feel a little bit more resistance when I'm blending out my foundation. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. It might mean it will grip onto the foundation better or the BB cream better and last longer. Okay, so the skin is looking great, I think. I don't know if I'm imagining it, but I feel like the Technic is actually a little more dewy. So this is Primark and this is Technic. Maybe it's just my imagination, I'm not quite sure. They look very similar, but so far I really like both bases. They both smooth out my pores, like on my cheeks right here, really nicely. And they made the BB cream just go on flawlessly. So let me put the rest of my makeup on and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back with all my makeup on. So I applied a little bit of cream contour and a little bit of cream blush, but that's it. I didn't set with any powder, didn't use any setting spray. And I really like how both sides are looking. So far they both look really good, but I do prefer the Primark one just because it's so much bigger than the Technic one and it doesn't cost as much. Even though I do like the fact that the Technic one doesn't have any scent. I'm not too big on scents, and if you aren't either, then the Technic one has no smell. Okay, and that is all I had for you today. Let me know which one was your favorite down below. As I said, I prefer the Primark one. And don't forget to thumbs up this video if you enjoyed it and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And that's all, so I will see you guys in my next video. So take care and bye bye.
Original bad man, you don't know.
It's fake kills.